Okay, very happy to be joined today by the Texas Kid, Michael Aswell, 9-1 featherweight earlier this year, winning the Fury FC Featherweight Championship in just over a minute. And now he's coming into the biggest fight of his career so far, Dana White's Contender
Yep.
Series week 3. So, we're just under 2 weeks away as we record this. Michael, how you doing today?
Great, man. I'm blessed. Feeling good. Just had a little workout, so body's feeling real good right now.
Cool, cool. Um, just obviously week and a half, just a little bit over that, as we say. How are these next few days going to look for you as we get towards the fight?
Yeah, man. The next couple of days just kind of winding down, getting the body just ready. Still pushing a couple of little hard workouts, but just really just focused on, our game plan, just moving around. And like I said, the most important thing right now is just making sure our body's ready to go for the fight. And there all the work's been done. I've had pretty much like an 11-week camp. So there's not much more that we need to do or need to push. Like we're ready. I've been ready, so it's just really just getting to the fight now and just getting the weight ready.
Yeah, obviously 4 months ago, last time we saw you in the cage, you won that Fury FC Featherweight Championship there, in 1 minute and 8 seconds. Um, how soon after that was it that my camera's gone weird here? How soon after that was it that you knew that the next opportunity for you would be the Contender Series?
Yeah, like I told a couple people, but my manager, let me know that hey, you win this fight, you're probably getting called up to the Contender Series. So, as soon as I knocked him out, I kind of already had that feeling that I was going to get it. It was just a matter of when and just a matter of getting the contract and signing on the dotted line. So I had a feeling that that was the next step, especially the way I won that last fight. And I knew it was just a matter of time. So it was pretty. I mean, it was pretty much the next day. I kind of already had you know my manager already told me like, hey, you got this. You're gonna get that call. Just wait, and I'll let you know the details later. Something sounds good, and I'll stay ready.
Yeah, I spoke to Adam Bramheld. He's a UK fighter who's on your episode as well. He
Uh,
said just seeing the show start this week, seeing guys making that walk, seeing guys in those chairs that obviously him and yourself are hoping to be in a couple of weeks, just enhance the motivation even more going into it. Do you feel that as well? It's almost like now the season starts, it feels like it's here. We're ready. Let's go. That more
oh,
motivating for you seeing it start?
100%. And it's just showing us like, hey, like they did it, we can do it. It just proves everything that we already knew to be true. And I was watching it and I was seeing it and I said, man, that's gonna be me in a couple weeks and just kind of getting familiar with how they run things and just watching it and seeing how it goes. So yeah, man, it makes it even more real, it makes it even more exciting and definitely a lot more motivating.
Yeah. Bogdan Grad, the opponent this time. What are your thoughts on him, on what you've been able to see about him? Obviously we saw him on the Contender Series last year too, but in what you've seen on him, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, man, he's fast, he's explosive, he's big and strong. He had a bunch of fights at 55. So he's gonna be big, he's gonna be strong, and he's gonna come out fast. And like you said, he was on the Contender Series last year, so he knows what it's like to be there. He's been through the routine. He's been there, done that. So he's got the experience for sure. So he's gonna be game, man. He's especially at this level. There's no easy fights. There's no cans or nothing like that. So he's gonna be good. I know he was gonna want the contract, but it's gonna be who's gonna want him more, and it's gonna be me.
Do you think him being through that process last year is an advantage that he has over you coming into this one? And if you do, how are you able to combat that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a positive. I wouldn't necessarily say like more of an advantage because it could be negative too. Like he's been there, maybe he didn't like it, or he had a bad experience. Maybe he's thinking about his past time he was there. But it's definitely it definitely could be a positive thing too. Like he knows what it feels like to be there. He's been in that arena. He's been in the cage. He's been through the process. So it's definitely a positive. It wouldn't be I mean, it could be a negative, but I've also been there too, but I was in the corner, so it's a little different. So I kind of understand how it goes too, and Kind of the feels and the walk and all that is just a little different, being in the corner and then being in the cage, But like I said, there's positives and negatives to everything, but you could take away, good things, take away bad things, so
Yeah. Obviously, fighters tend to go out to Vegas a couple of months before just to kind of get the photography, the interviews. I know they bring out the international fighters. Is that something that you've done that the US fighters do as well to go out there a couple of months early to get everything sorted?
yeah, they fly us out there
Yeah.
a couple of months before, and they film everything and they get us out there, let us be around, where they're gonna keep us in the hotel and kind of show us around the Apex, kind of give us like a little tour and stuff of, where we're gonna be fighting and everything like that. And then, so I know a couple people in Vegas, so I was out there for a little bit, training and stuff.
Yeah, obviously maybe that's not as big of a deal as some of the guys from here in the UK that are going over and they've never been to Vegas before. They've definitely never been to the PI or the Apex before. But when you get something like that and
Right.
like you're not in the corner this time, it's your moment. What is that feeling like?
It's exciting, man. It's everything that I worked for. So I've been busting my butt and putting myself in this position, knowing that I was going to be here, telling myself this is where I'm going to be, and just setting my goals high and achieving them. So it's definitely exciting. It's fulfilling to know that I'm doing the right things and I'm moving the right way, and everything's been falling into place as almost as I planned, as I set out to plan, and just hard work really just paid off, man. It really does.
Yeah. Obviously, Contender Series, like the entire purpose of the platform is obviously signing guys to the UFC, but it introduces a lot of new fighters to the fans. There's going to be a lot of people watching you that have never seen you fight before. How would
Mm.
you describe yourself to these people? What is the image of Michael Aswell you want them to have coming into this fight?
I just want them to know that I'm going to be going forward. I'm going to be exciting. I'm going to be throwing down, and I'm willing to die in there, man. It's really killed or be killed in there. So, I'm willing to put everything on the line. You know, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And there's no giving up, and there's no, he's gonna have to take me out. Like it's the only way I'm gonna go out of there, man. I'm gonna scratch and claw and give every inch of myself, everything I got. You're gonna get everything out of me. So, that's what the fans can expect, and that's what I'm going to show in my fight style.
Yeah. We have a bit of a quick fire segment, so I'm just going to ask you some quick fire questions. Some are MMA related, some aren't.
That's cool.
Cool. Favorite food?
Ice cream,
Any flavor? Any brand? What's the go for? What's the go to?
probably Bluebell for brand. Not any flavor. I'll literally eat any flavor, but it just depends on the month, I guess. What's ever out, and then
Yeah.
probably there's a Amy's ice cream is like if it's not a brand, like it's a place to go. Amy's ice cream is probably one of my favorites. Mexican
Favorite.
vanilla. That's the best flavor over there, Amy.
Yeah. Favorite drink?
Favorite drink, probably. I mean, I really love water, bro. Probably or like a Gatorade or something like that. Maybe iced coffee. I like iced coffee too, but maybe water. I love water, bro. It's probably water. My Elevate water, hydrogen water.
Yeah, a lot of fighters say water, which isn't a surprise. But a guy I interviewed yesterday, he was just like, "Yeah, beer."
Powerade slushy. There's a Powerade slushy at Sonic with nerds. It's probably pretty good. I like ices and stuff. I guess like a
Yeah.
drink like an icy. Those are like my favorite. Like anything cold, like slushy and stuff like that. Yeah, those are my
Uh,
favorite.
what's your go-to breakfast?
Go to breakfast in camp or both.
Both.
Probably in camp like now, I've been making like omelets, like ham and cheese omelets, bacon and cheese omelets with like avocado and some fruit. Um, if I wasn't in camp, probably like some French toast or some pancakes, waffles, something of that sort with like, yeah, something like that. Some French toast probably with some cream.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie. Probably like The Wolf of Wall Street or like Project X or even like Conor McGregor's movie. His little documentary.
Yeah. Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Probably Naruto or like Game of Thrones. Or probably those two. Those two are probably like my top two.
Favorite musician?
Kodak Black, rapper. I like only listen to him, really, honestly. I'll listen to like other stuff, but like I'm only playing him.
Favorite sport other than MMA?
Favorite sport other than MMA, probably football. You know, that's what I grew up playing. That's what I love to play. That's what I thought I was gonna play before I started fighting. So definitely football.
Yeah. Who's your team? What team do you
American
support?
The Texans, Houston. You know, I'm
Yeah.
all Houston. You know, so even when it comes to basketball, you know, I love the Rockets. And huge Texan fan and Astro fan. You know, Houston
Yeah.
all the way. But my boy is playing for the Commanders, so I'm a little Commanders fan right now. You know,
Who
rooting my boy.
who's your boy? Shout out your boy.
His name is Michael Wiley, running back for the Commanders. He just scored in the preseason game last week, so you know, look out for him coming up. He's a rookie, so it's one of my best friends from high school.
I'll definitely keep an eye out. I'm a Seahawks fan,
Yeah.
so I will.
Oh,
But
okay.
I will definitely be keeping an eye out on your man, on your guy.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely appreciate that.
favorite fight?
Favorite fight ever?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's a tough one. Let me see. Like the fight, honestly, maybe like I guess kind of the fight that got me into fighting, kind of not into fighting. I don't know. I kind of like the McGregor Mendes fight.
yeah.
Um, gosh, there's so many. I really liked the Holloway and freaking Ortega fight. How Holloway looked. That's a tough one. Yeah, probably any of Connor's fights coming up. Even the Connor Jose fight. Just that,
Yeah.
you know how big that was implications. But yeah, yeah, I'd have to have a lot. But yeah, those are a couple.
All right. Favorite fight of your own?
My favorite fight, probably
Yeah,
if this one, if not the last one, the one before. The past two fights have probably been my two favorite, man. Just
yeah,
you know, this one is just I knew there was a lot on the line. First belt fight, you know, against a really good dude, and then knocked him out in the first round. That was really big. And then the fight before, you know, there was my first time coming off a loss, you know, and
yeah,
coming off a little injury too, and knowing that you know, I had to win that fight to get back on track, and just, you know, adversity. You know, I fought, you know, in the fight, you know, with the cut and just the outside stuff going on, you know, go back and forth or whatever. So, you know, that was a really big fight. So definitely the past two fights that I've had are probably my two favorites.
yeah. Favorite submission to practice?
Favorite sub? What have I been messing around with lately? Um, I mean, we've been messing with the guillotine a little bit lately, but my favorite one, I hit it the other day. Like I hit this omoplata submission from the bag. Probably head and arm, probably my go-to, my favorite. But I've been messing around with a lot of them.
Yeah. Funniest person you've met in MMA?
Funniest person I've met in MMA,
Yeah,
probably probably my coach Daniel Pineda. He's fucking hilarious.
yeah. And the best piece of advice you've been given?
The best piece of advice. I mean, I've gotten a lot of good advice from my coach, but you know, he would just tell me all the time. He said the only thing that's going to stop you from being successful, being great is life. You know, you're going to have to navigate your way through life, and you know, if you can do that, if you can stay on the path, stay straight, he said you're going to be all right. You're going to be successful.
Yeah. That's all. Thank you for taking the time. Just finally give us the hard sell. When yourself and Bogdan Grad step into the cage, August 27th, week 3
Yes,
of
sir.
the Contender Series. What can the
Yes,
fans
sir.
expect?
they can expect fireworks. I know the first round's gonna be fast. We're gonna be coming forward. And you haven't seen me fight, I walk forward. You haven't seen him fight, he walks forward. We're gonna meet in the middle and we're gonna get after it, man. And it's really gonna be killed or be killed in there. So it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be very explosive, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna be finished. I don't think we're either of us are trying to go to the decision. So you can expect fireworks for sure.
Perfect. I want to thank you for taking the time today, Michael. Best of
No
luck.
worries, man.
Looking forward to watching.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.